It's wit. What I think. Wit. That thermo means hot. Like the son of man. So even if you didn't think that, it's still making radiation, right? Offensive operations, like the offense does things to get to a goal, and the defense is supposed to block the offense, right? Okay, so offensive surgeries would be, that's what I would say he was talking about. Because you have to free the hostages, like you're in a goddamn war, and because of the extinction of the Passover, apparently the group thought, I would have to assume that God has you in so far, is it's not that. Once you get to acceptance, I would assume you'll be enlightened by God to have that understanding that is what's happened. You can't be, you can, but it's not rational, and it doesn't mean that people with thinking minds are going to actually do it. Demand, after you get bombed and your arm falls off, demand for your arm to be put back on so that you can keep holding hostages. It defeats the whole purpose of freeing the hostages. Once they get to an understanding of the lines that they crossed, by taking people's homes when it's supposed to be day one, the housing, and then if they needed housing, then you would talk about building housing. Not you steal people's houses and leave us on the street, and take those houses and build more housing and just keep demanding more and more housing and refuse to stop breeding and refuse to stop coming here. Okay, so and all of the thinking thought that you can do whatever you want and God has no borders. God clearly has borders. You don't live in an ocean. You don't live in the ocean depths. So clearly God Almighty has borders. They're called, not territories, no, my mind's gonna go. Habitats, regions, and primates don't live on North America. So it's called encroaching, and clearly the Almighty has a way to stop that. And it's clearly a problem because you're a natural enemy of my species. So that's a problem. You can't coexist with me. You took my children and my house, and you keep me destitute on the street. Okay, and you know I have a medical condition. I shouldn't be forced to be living like this. It's an attack on humanity, yes. Okay, people on the ground and stuff, we don't have the bodies to be living like that. Okay, it's an attack on humanity. It's inhumane what you're doing. So, you're Massachusetts, right? That's M-A, you're the Massachusettses. Okay, Ha means the. So you're the Mars. You're Hamas. You're the Massachusetts. It's wit. Don't ask then. Even though I know they told you to ask. Just like the man in the wheelchair this morning. Go down there and make sure that bathroom's open. Then don't ask me. Ask someone else. And he did. He asked a guy.